You can't win every time. What's going on, ladies and gents? It's Cyberline coming back to you with another real estate informal educational video. And today I'm going to be talking about just the fact that no matter how good you are, sometimes things just don't work out. So, one thing being a realtor is that you have to realize is that you can't win every time. And what that means is, when you do an open house, or when you meet people, not everybody's going to say yes. That's the first thing about you can't win every time. Not everybody's going to be wanting to work with you. And that doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you per se. It just means that they don't want what you have to offer. And that's okay. It happens all the time. However, let's say, for example, you meet them out in public, out and about, or at an open house or at one of your listings, and things start going well. And you contact them, they call back, you guys start building a relationship, and all of a sudden, they disappear. Can't win every time. Things happen. They may have gotten an agent, may have had an agent, maybe they're not ready. Maybe some type of calamity, or they got a lot of stuff going on that they just don't have time now to put the energy into buying a home with you. You can't win every time. Or let's say we go past that point. Now they're qualified. They know what they're looking for. You're showing them homes. Everything's going great. It's firing on all cylinders. And you're in escrow. And then something happens. They have to back out of escrow. Not something you did. Not something that's wrong with the listing. Or what the listing agent and the seller is offering. Some unforeseen event happened with them that they no longer can go buy a home. Can't win every time. Well, let's say we get past that point. We're getting past these little hurdles. And then all of a sudden, the inspection's good. The appraisal's good. They supposedly qualify. However, their lender forgot to do certain key elements. They skipped. They didn't do it when they were supposed to. Fall out escrow. And then on top of that, this isn't a lender that you picked. This is a lender that they had. And they're now discouraged. No matter what you're saying right now, they don't want to hear it. No matter what you're trying to do, they're just defeated right now. They just need to go lick their wounds from the loss from the transaction that didn't occur for them. Not anything you did. Can't win every single time. One thing I've learned as I continued through this journey is that that's just the way it is, And you can question yourself at times to be like, was it me? Did I do something wrong? Did I forget something? Do they not trust me? You can drive yourself crazy. You just gotta sometimes sit down and think and just realize you can't win every single time. You're not always going to get that transaction. You're not always going to help that person you're working for. Or maybe not at that time period. Maybe 3 or 4 months down the road, you guys can get back into the game and do it. Or too many mitigating factors. That's not you, it's them. It's just, that's the way it is in the business. And there are times where that can happen repeatedly. Does that mean that's something wrong with you? No. Just means it's a gamble every time you meet somebody. And if you're having more success than situations where these are happening, then you got to think about it. Are you doing good? Are you trying to meet your goals? And are these just mitigating circumstances? Or is this a reoccurring theme? And then at that point, maybe you need to think about, if you're not winning every single time, is it possibly the people you're working with? Could it be you're not asking enough questions, you're not picking their brain enough to understand if you're serious or not? Because it could be you're doing everything and the seller, or you as the seller and the buyer are doing everything, and you just have clients who just, right when they're about to finish up, they get cold feet. It's also a thing you want to consider too. When you have that mindset and walk in understanding that not everybody's going to want to work with you, not everybody's going to like you, not everybody's going to want to do business with you, that's okay. There's always somebody that wants to do business with you. There's always somebody that wants to have you guide them and help them be a benefit, be beneficial to them in their lives and their families' lives and generations at some point too. And could possibly be a transaction you do with your client that you did previously, and then this is their second or third, and something goes wrong. Mitigating factors. Can't win every time. I have a lender that I've been trying to get business and work with them, and we're like this, but it just hasn't happened. We just haven't been able to get that thing going, but it's gonna happen. And I'm pretty sure he's watching this video. At some point, he'll be watching, and he understands it's gonna happen. It's just, we just keep working. I keep doing my thing. He keeps doing his thing, and eventually it'll come together, and it'll be right at the right time. But before that, no, just it's not meshing. Doesn't mean there's something wrong with him as a lender. Doesn't mean there's something wrong with me as an agent. It just means that you can't win every single time. There's gonna be those times where it's just not this week. Maybe the next week. Not this week. And the good thing about having those situations like that is it builds your esteem, your confidence, and also builds your thick skin, that you have to understand that what can you control as an agent for your client, and what can't you control? You can only control the behavior of your client. Only so much. You can only control what's going on with the home, or the mitigating factors in selling the home or buying the home, to a certain extent. After that, just wait to see where the cards are going to fall. As long as you did all your due diligence and you did everything you could, that's all that matters. Because again, shit happens. It's just one of those things. And how you deal with that outcome is gonna determine how much more professional you're gonna be, but your skills in building as a realtor as you continue to grow and continue to get better and better at your craft. Those little incidents that you have, well, you can share those stories. Shoot, I share those stories with my clients. When I've had situations that were out of my control, I share that with them. Why? Because I continue to want to educate them, but I want to let them know that, hey, if these things happen, trust me, you're not the first. And they can happen. And if they do happen, this is how we're going to go with it. That's the other thing. It gives you experience with future clients on how to run things through with them, so they don't have to worry about anything. You put them at ease 24/7. with that being said, if you have any questions, feel free to email me, text me, give me a call, and I will type to you. And I will talk to you guys on the next one. Take care.